Hey guys, so in this video, I want to talk to you guys about the foods that I stopped eating in order to finally see weight loss results. Okay, if you're new to the channel, I've lost over 100 pounds. I'm actually at 120 pounds down. The first 100 that I lost, it took me about 18 months to do, and I did that through changing the way I ate and exercising. I didn't do any type of Ozempic or gastric bypass, nothing like that. And that was one hell of a journey. I'm not even going to hold you. But I wanted to talk about the types of foods that I've completely given up in order to see the results. And I'm not sitting here saying that you can't have stuff in moderation, whoop-de-whoop. Yes, you can. Moderation is key. But I'm just going to be honest and tell you guys exactly what I did and what I completely cut out from my diet so that you can have the same or similar results. Okay, first of all, I am vegan. So, just so we get that out the way, I don't eat any meat, dairy, or seafood. I have been vegan for 3 years, so okay, I cut out all that. But I'm gonna say it from like a non-vegan perspective because I know a lot of people are not gonna be vegans. So yeah, and there's still vegan options of certain things. So first of all, I don't drink soda. I completely let go of soda. I have not had a soda in years, and this is coming from a soda junkie, okay? I rarely ever drink water. Now I'm always drinking a gallon of water every single day. But before my weight loss journey, I used to be a soda junkie. I loved me a Sprite, light ice. That was my go-to. Any fast food restaurant I went to, it was always a Sprite, okay? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, Sprite, Sprite, Sprite. I probably drank about 2,000 calories alone every single day just in soda. Like it was like that, y'all. And if they didn't have Sprite, I would do Pepsi. But I gave all of that up, and I'm so glad that I did. I had really bad acne too, and I think a lot of that was caused by the soda. Okay. The second food that I completely gave up is fried food. Yes, I'm vegan and we can still have fried mushrooms and stuff like that. Like we can still eat fried stuff. Okay. We can still have French fries and things. But you guys, I don't eat any fried food. Now, will I ever eat fried food again? Sure. Like I'm not like anti-fried food. If I was to go out to a restaurant, I probably would get some French fries or some tater tots. But like if I have that stuff at home, if I do want French fries, I put them in the air fryer. So nothing is really deep fried. I don't deep fry anything, nor do I eat deep fried stuff. But there is deep fried stuff within the vegan community. But I completely gave up fried food. I used to always eat fried food. I was always at fast food restaurants, so I was always getting me a large fry. I was always getting fried chicken. Like that was my thing. McDonald's, I used to love the filet of fish. Okay, that was my go-to McDonald's meal, double filet of fish, heavy tartar. Listen, let me tell you, okay? And that is all deep fried. I have not had deep fried food in a very long time. I would say probably at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But I completely let that go. Again, I did used to have really bad acne. I just think the soda, the fried food, right? All of that played a big role in my weight loss. Okay, so completely let that go. Now, I did say I was vegan, so I don't eat any animal products. So I don't eat any chicken, steak, seafood, dairy. I don't eat any of that. I've yo-yo dieted for years before I got to this point of losing 100 pounds. So I have been trying to lose weight for probably about 8 to 10 years before I actually locked in and got it done. And for my own personal journey, I could never have a healthy relationship with food. Like I would do well, yo-yo, so I would do well, lose some weight. Then once I, got to a happy size, not necessarily my goal weight, but just a happier size, I would go back to my old ways, gain weight, and then more. And I decided this time around I was going to try something completely different, and that's why I became vegan. Also, my personal trainer is vegan, so his influence definitely rubbed off on me, and I love being vegan. I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm happy here. But for myself, even if I wasn't vegan and I still was eating animal product, I probably wouldn't eat any more steak. I wouldn't do any more pork chops. I wouldn't do any more bacon. And you guys, I used to love bacon, okay? I used to love me some bacon. I used to eat bacon every single day. Yes, I really did. I used to have like 4 and 5 slices of bacon every single day. I don't know. I was crazy back then. But the point I'm making is I would let that stuff go. It's high in sodium, it's high in fat, and it's just not good for your body. So, that like I said, even if I wasn't vegan, that type of meat, I would just probably still eat chicken. I'd probably still eat some seafood, maybe like some fish. But even that stuff is really dirty. This is not an anti-animal product video. I'm just saying these are things that I gave up. The next thing that I gave up in my weight loss journey is alcohol. So I used to be an alcoholic. Okay, I used to drink every day, never missed a day, and I would drink not just a little sip here to be cute, sip there. No, I was drinking. Okay, I was throwing them back. Like, I was a heavy ass drinker. And I don't think a lot of you guys realize how many added calories you're consuming just by drinking alcohol. I used to love going to Mexican restaurants and getting those frozen margaritas with salt on the rim. I would always get a peach one. I would get like 2 large. Like, I was really drinking like that. And that is a lot of calories. Once I started losing weight and I started getting really into the gym and weightlifting, y'all, I love lifting weights. I love being strong as hell. I'm definitely one of the strongest girls in the gym. Wooty woot. Okay, but I noticed that when I would drink, it was stagnating my progress. Especially because I was such a heavy drinker. The next day I would kind of be a little hungover, not feeling my best. And so I personally decided, you know what? Alcohol is getting in the way of my fitness goals. So I'm just going to let it go completely. And I'm so glad that I did. I haven't had a drink in about 4 years. I love not drinking. People would think, and I used to think this too, so it's not that bad, but people assume that if you don't drink, you're not going to be able to have fun. That's not true. And if you feel like you can't have fun and be sober, then you just need to find new friends. You know what I mean? You don't need to feel like you have to drink in order to have fun. And believe it or not, there are a lot of people in this world who don't drink. Like, I'm not talking about people who have a drink when they're out. Like, there's a lot of people in this world who just don't drink, like, at all. It doesn't matter what the event is. It doesn't matter what the holiday is. They're not drinking. Like, they don't drink, like, at all. Hang around those people. Hang around those type of people so you'll never feel bad about not drinking. My personal trainer, he doesn't drink. Some of my gym friends, they don't drink. Like, you don't have to drink. I'm telling you, I didn't realize this when I used to be throwing them back, but you do not have to drink to go to happy hour. Like, you can still enjoy the food. You can still enjoy conversations with people. You don't have to drink, okay? So those are some of the foods that I gave up completely. Now, a lot of times people think that when you're trying to lose weight, you still can't have your favorite foods. Like, I will forever have a sweet tooth. I still eat chocolate. I still eat non-dairy ice cream. I love Ben & Jerry's non-dairy ice cream. I'll still eat pasta. Like, you can still have a lot of stuff. But I wanted to make this video just to let you guys know what I completely gave up and what I never, ever, ever, ever plan on eating again. And I feel like that's why I lost all the weight that I lost and kept it off. Some things you just have to accept, like, yeah, you could have it again, but it's like when you reflect and you just think about it, some foods just really didn't do anything for you at all. Like alcohol, that did nothing for me. Like, that was literally just a waste of my time. It was a way to distract myself. It was just a waste. Soda, no, because the thing is with soda, like, you're still thirsty after the fact. It never really quenches your thirst. It's just a whole bunch of sugar and it just dehydrates you. So why would I continue to drink that? You know what I mean? So I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know some of the things I did. Leave a comment down below and let me know what foods you completely plan on giving up on your weight loss journey. What things have you cut out? Do you ever plan on touching certain things again, but just not right now? I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.